Hello chess lovers! It's always a pleasure to publish Paul Morphy's games, especially this one, where Paul Morphy finishes up his opponent in the most beautiful style. His opponent is Theodore Lichtenhein, and the game was played in 1857 in New Orleans. Morphy started with e4, e5 by Lichtenhein, and f4. Morphy goes for this hyper-aggressive King's Gambit. E takes f4, King's Gambit accepted, knight f3, d5, e takes d5, bishop e7. Black is eyeing on this e1 h4 diagonal. Bishop b5 check, c6, d takes c6, b takes c6, bishop c4 and bishop h4 check. Morphy plays g3, and after f takes g3 he castles king side. G takes h2 check and king h1. This is a very famous defensive pattern where white king is using this pawn as a shield. Bishop f6, and now comes a very aggressive move by Morphy. Knight e5. Black didn't accept the sacrifice and played knight h6, but actually bishop takes e5 is quite playable. If bishop takes f7 check, then king e7, and actually it's not quite clear how is white going to proceed with the attack. But instead, after knight e5, black played knight h6. Now comes d4. Bishop takes e5, and instead of recapturing on e5, Morphy played queen h5, intensifying the pressure on f7. Black captured on d4. Well, castling kingside is also playable, but black definitely was trying to keep alive this bishop, and after queen h5 captured on d4. But this allows Morphy to capture on f7. Bishop takes f7 check, knight takes f7, queen takes f7 check, king d8. Now this bishop is also joining the attack. Bishop g5 check, bishop f6, knight c3, and a bad move by black, bishop d7. Already this is losing. A better move was bishop takes g5. If rook a d1, then bishop d2, and if rook f2, black has a very strong move, bishop e6. The idea is that if queen takes e6, then queen takes f2. The queen is no longer protecting the rook. Or after bishop e6, if rook takes d2, then bishop takes f7, rook takes d4 check, bishop d5, knight takes d5, c takes d5, rook f7, king e8, rook takes g7, knight c6, rook takes d5. Black has an extra piece, but of course that's going to be hard to realize that advantage. White pieces are very active. But instead, after knight c3, Lichtenhein played the losing bishop d7 move, and now comes rook takes f6. By the way, after bishop f6 in this position, instead of playing knight c3, rook takes f6 was not possible because of this queen g1 checkmate. That's why Morphy first played knight c3, and only after bishop d7 he captures on f6. Black played king c7, of course not g takes f6 because of this bishop takes f6 move. We see king c7, bishop f4 check, king b7, rook d6, both attacking the queen and also the bishop, queen c5, knight e4, queen takes c2, and here comes this destructive rook takes d7 check, knight takes d7, queen takes d7, king a6, knight d6. Black played rook d8. Well, if a move like rook b8 covering the b7 square, then rook c6 is winning. Let's go back. After knight d6, we see rook d8. Now comes queen b7 check, king a5, bishop d2 check. Black captured on d2. Well, if king a4, then queen a6 checkmate. We see queen takes d2, knight c4 check. A beautiful fork, isn't it? But of course this knight isn't here for capturing the queen. Here comes b3 checkmate. Look at this. Morphy is checkmating his opponent with a pawn. I just wonder, can this fantastic king hunt and a checkmate with a pawn get more than 10,000 likes? Waiting for your supports, dear chess lovers. Good luck.